Okay, so I just want to say, Black American folks, we've been taking wins all year round from resting, right, to the foundational Black American pride, to the Crawford fight and him actually winning and making history, to the Black trans woman who just won the international pageant, one of the biggest pageants to represent trans women. And yes, she is in fact a Black American woman, trans woman, and she represents Black trans women. And I also see this, I'm glad I remembered. I see what she went through when it comes to her winning and the other ladies just kind of trying to downplay her win. It's the an extension of what Olandria and Shelley went through, right? These women represent Black beauty, poise, class, elegance. And I think people are having a difficult time trying to transition over to that because this is who we naturally are, anyways. But people are so used to, and they also participate in the negative representation when it comes to Black women, especially Black American women. We all know the stereotypes, but when the Black woman shows up, because the world teaches us that we are better than, right? We love ourselves more. We work twice as harder than everyone else because we're better than everyone else, and that's what makes us better. Dominate in many different categories: athleticism, education, right? Politics, self-love. We're forced to love ourselves. We're forced to be proud of who we are. So when I see people and when a Black American person wins, I see the bitterness, I see the jealousy, I see the hatred. It's like anybody else but them. Anybody else but them. Why them? Because we're the natural people to belong to this planet. And they may not fully understand it, but they don't understand when they get this feeling for us. That's also a curse. It's a curse. Because you say you live by love, but yet you hate the very thing that created you, because we already know Black came first and then the rest. Black, okay, came first and then the rest. Right? So we know what's going on. And then I can even say for the hoodoo spiritual practices, private practices, when we do practice hoodoo, it's good to also add the element of reverse. And I think this is what the world is experiencing, right? Because when you try to dethrone the mother, because everybody loves to say Black women are the mothers of the earth, when you try to dethrone the mother, you become casted out. You become a person who isn't evolved when it comes to yourself and your own evolution. And this is why I say Black women, we're forced into this to love ourselves, to appreciate ourselves, to have this abundance of confidence, power, all of it. You know what I'm saying? So I love that for us. I love that for us because everyone else is like, oh, it's okay. You did a great job. Fake support. Us, it's like, why them? Why them? So Are you existing because you have to prove that you're better than, and so that's why you want to compete with black people? Because I hear a lot of people talk about the black community like, oh, the black community is this and that. There's a little bit of everything in our community. We know that. But what I find so funny is this isn't about helping the black community. No. Because if so, by your own definition of your own merit, the way the black community exists and behave would automatically make you look better by default. But that's not true. We know that the only reason why people speak so negatively when it comes to the black community is because it's a spiritual thing. We know that it's very spiritual. Magic tied to it. Even if we're talking about the negative aspects of hoodoo practices, right? It's meant to curse people. It's meant to catch your own enemies up. Let's say if black folks did react or respond or seek revenge like people think we are, wouldn't you think our magic would be more powerful than anyone else's because of what we've gone through? Like, come on. We know that already. So, but yeah, I just wanted to say that. Like, I find it quite amazing where when black folks win, black excellence, black joy, you're having a good time, people either want to include themselves and take the credit, which they can't because everything goes back to black, or people will totally ignore. Well, let's fake celebrate this person over here just because they look like this. Anybody but black. And we know that. That's why we're so amazing. We know that we are made to outperform everybody else, outlove ourselves than everybody else. We're the mothers, the teachers of everything. People even learn how to protest from us. When you want love and care, who you think you're going to go to? Other people are inherently jealous and envious and selfish. Black people are not. So, and for the black folk, all skin folk and kinfolk, for the ones who do work against themselves, I mean, they're already casted out. That's why they behave the way they behave. So instead of trying to get them to see their worth or their value, you're like, well, I mean, look what Harriet Tubman did. Listen, she had to leave some people behind, and that's okay. So, when we celebrate ourselves, when we're positive towards each other and ourselves, that automatically places everybody else over there. Because let me tell you, when it comes to other people, they really don't have community like that. They only do it because it's based on trying to compete with black folks. We know this. But when you get them by themselves, listen to how they talk about each other. Listen to what they're really saying. So I encourage you to go into these spaces. Anyways, that is all.